from Austin, Texas, DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. It's the UTSA Roadrunners and the Texas Longhorns. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, this UTSA versus Texas matchup today is huge. Steve Sarkisian knows his team could easily be looking ahead to some of the monster matchups they have in the SEC. But he has told his players, we have got to stay locked in. This might be the biggest game of the year for UTSA. Our target is on our back. We cannot look ahead. Back to you guys.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The officials blow the whistle to stop play. There is a Longhorn shaken up. That's the sophomore running back they're taking a look at, and Holly Rowe will let us know what's going on the sideline. Running behind that left side. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
And man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it.
Sets up the screen. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Well, when they were scripting this opening drive this week in practice, I don't know if they expected it to be this good. First play, first down. Second play, first down. Third play, first down. Everything is working. I'll tell you, when you got a quarterback, though, with this kind of ability, you got the playmakers around him like they do on offense, maybe it's not so surprising.
The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Manning makes the catch. It's Townsend. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Love the route there by the tight end in man-to-man coverage. He's able to separate from the defender, and then once he has the ball, he's able to rip through the tackle and go get more yards.
The Longhorns have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Looking for space. It's Smothers. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
The Longhorns kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. Not much room to run. Let's give him one to the 33.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
To throw, Manning. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Smothers. Turning it on. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Gets open down the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. 3rd and long. You bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. You get to have a little fun, go get the quarterback.
Motion from the wideout. 3rd down from the gun, Manning. Got his man. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Texas.
doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So a drive there of 84 yards, and they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. So the UTSA Roadrunners offense will now get its first chance with the football. And here comes the sophomore running back. He has become a key piece of this offense.
Well, he's a very special talent at running back, and in the future it'll be interesting to see if he sticks around. Obviously, it's a long season, a long way to go. He's got a lot of ability. He's got speed, he can break tackles, he can catch the football. No question this year, this guy is going to be the whole key to the offense.
He is, and I tell you what, to watch in this matchup where they're kind of outmatched at most positions, how can he still make an impact on this game? Making guys miss, like doing it by himself, or can his offensive line pave the way a little bit and maybe be neutral to get him some of those matchups? But he is the one guy on this offense that can make life very, very difficult for you, and the other defense knows that. Really curious to watch how this unfolds.
And frankly, that's a completion. It's not going to make the end of season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for...
Makes the grab in their space. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The Roadrunners in the hurry up.
And if you're going to play zone coverage, man, you've got to get to the quarterback because those holes are going to pop open at some point. Nice job hanging in the pocket. Good protection by the offensive line, finding the strike over the middle of the field, but started with the protection up front.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play. And the Roadrunners back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
The play-action fake. Finds his big tight end. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll try to power their way ahead. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And it's the Roadrunners who will try to convert on fourth down. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. It is going to be nearly impossible to hear right now, and this offense is going to have to get locked in. They'll send out the kicker here. Good right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Looking for a crease, it's Smothers. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Caught, and he's got room. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Quick strike complete. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
I love the 3rd down defense. I love the defense understanding passing situation, dropping back, keeping everything in front of them, and then breaking on the football. In order to do this and be great on 3rd down, you got to do one thing really well. You've got to come up and make that tackle, and that's exactly what he did.
They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. He'll try the left side. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. To the air, it's McCown. Quick completion on the out route. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Complete out left to Wilson. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. Gets rid of it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Roadrunners will send out the punt unit. He's going to have to strike this ball well in the face of this howling wind. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Texas offense. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. On the run, it's Smothers. Makes a pass to Marker. Turns it on in midfield. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
Yeah, and we saw it last week. This guy's got big playability. I mean, he can make those big plays, and now you see it again, man. Over 100 last week, looking to go over 100 this week, and this is why. You hand him the football, he makes enormous plays, chews up a ton of yards, and really catapults this offense.
Here's Arts to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
It's a really nice job by the cornerback playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. They'll move the wide receiver. Manning tries to pick it up on 3rd down. Makes the grab. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Brown. Finding some room. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they take it in for 6 more points. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point makes it 14-3. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. He'll bring it out. It's Anderson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Roadrunner offense on its way out there to open this drive. Dropping back, it's McCown. There's a little more urgency attached to this. Makes the grab and room to run. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. And the Roadrunners are in the hurry-up.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Got it down the field. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24.
And, man, if you want to make big plays down the field, that's how it's done. It starts up front with the offensive line, and he had so much time to go through his progressions and then go through it again, man. So much time in the pocket. He delivers the big play down the field. Kudos to that offensive line right there.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
They're working that left side. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And his offense has put together a really nice drive, man. You really want to pay this off. Obviously, third down approaching. Got to be smart with the football, but we want to cut into this lead as much as possible. Down a couple possessions. This would be huge right before the half.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
They've done a nice job marching the football down the field to get into this position in the red zone. You're throwing incomplete on third down, so the question now, are you going for a touchdown, try to pay this drive off, or are you just going to take the points?
Tries to get it on the ground. And he will not get there. How about this defense stopping that run short?
Hey, if you're going to go for it on fourth down, if you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. They give it to him again. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He slides past the sticks. That'll be enough to convert the 3rd down.
Well, he hasn't called his own number very often in this game. That actually is the first time he's taken off and scrambled, but it was a really good decision. He's been killing this defense through the air. You've seen the arm talent, you've seen the accuracy. That time, really nice decision to tuck it and get what he can get.
Interception! You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Now, after the interception, there is a man who's still down on the field. UTSA takes over and the offense ready to hit the field. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Running inside, it's Henderson. He's there to make the stop.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Looking to pass, it's McCown. Floats it out in space. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Trying to escape and get it himself. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. And it's the Roadrunners with the 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Henderson. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Tight end now in motion. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. The Roadrunners come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Roadrunners!
And earlier, this offense had to settle for 3. Nice job finishing the half, punching it in the end zone, cutting into this lead, and gaining the momentum in the football game.
And he makes the extra point. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Not great field position. We'll see how aggressive they are in the final seconds. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Wide receiver comes in motion. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Arch Madness. Makes the catch. It's Wingo. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Grabbed in the middle, it's Brown. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They've come out with answers on this possession and now another first down. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Makes the grab. The Longhorns stop the clock for the final time, calling their third timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Going to work in the air, it's Manning. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Hey, when you speed quarterbacks up like this and you hurry their thought process, they're going to make mistakes. That was a mistake there. Throwing into double coverage, obviously not something you want to do. Could have been worse. Nice job by the defense.
Manning lines up in the gun on third down. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Fourth down, Manning. Makes a grab past the marker. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Men, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. We start with the Washington Huskies taking on the Washington State Cougars. And it's Washington in one of those old-school fight-in-a-phone booth games. Neither team has been able to break out offensively, but it feels like the one that does will come away today with a signature win. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC. Now back over to your game at DKR in Austin. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. 2 workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment. And with that, let's get it back to our fellas at DKR.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UTSA taking over, and the offense heads out to the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch.
Might have a chance. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Roadrunners moving quickly to the line.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Picks up the first down. All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs.
I know it hasn't been the type game statistically this running back was hoping to have up to this point. He's been getting shut down. Finally, he's able to break through for a big one. And sometimes, you know, it just takes one. It takes one run like that to get his confidence back, to get the offensive line's confidence back. Let's see what happens with this offense now moving forward.
Got it in the middle, it's Campbell. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up and not allowed the slant to be thrown in behind.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Takes the ball inside the 30-yard line. It'll be enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 29. And it's the Roadrunners. Pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Working that left side now. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Bought a little time, lets it go. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. He'll pull it down. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the first down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slide.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Roadrunners. They take the lead here in the second half. A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. So as soon as they step on the field here in the 3rd quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Arch is going to throw for it. The short hands, it's Brown. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back. And the Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Catches it at the 30. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarmed him under for no gain. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Henderson. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35. 2nd down coming up. Motion from the wide receiver. Right back to him on the ground. Nowhere to go. The ball's loose. Oh, and he gets the ball back. Lucky to do so. Guess it could have been worse. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Crosses the 45. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. The Roadrunners racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. The quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. Back to throw, it's McCown. Fires to the wideout. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Leaves it with the back. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's 4th down. And they are sending out the field goal unit now. Thought they might spin that wheel of fortune on 4th and short, but they'll line up for the field goal. The official says no good. Guys, a missed opportunity there. The lead is still 3.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make great. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
On the ground, it's Smothers. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Here's Manning to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Coleman. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Motion from the wideout. 3rd down from the gun. Manning. Snagged out of the air. Breaks into the open. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
And what a great job by the QB, man. Seeing the blitz, understanding I got to get the football out of my hands as soon as I possibly can, and he puts it on the numbers to his receiver where he can get those yards after the catch. Great timing, but more importantly, great job seeing what that defense was doing and getting rid of the football.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Manning on play action. Pocket breaking down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
The offense obviously trailing here in the 2nd half. They're going to have to be able to throw the football effectively to come back in this game. But in order for that to happen, they have got to do a better job up front blocking.
Stepping to the right. Trying to make magic with his feet. He slides and gets the 1st down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary. After 3 periods of play, and these 2 running backs have gone head-to-head. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
After that 5-yard loss, some work to do now to keep this drive humming at 2nd and 15. Swings it out to his running back. Finds a crease at the 20. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. They've got a 1st down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone. It's Anderson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Roadrunner offense on its way out there to open this drive. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Here's a heat. And down he goes.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes in offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. To the air, it's McCown. Here comes the heat. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Oh, they're after him. Looking for a big play. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Roadrunners decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. They stop him immediately, flying down the field, and get to him before he can even get started. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Hand off for Brown. And tackled there by the defense. 3rd and 6 yards to go. They'll move the wide receiver. Manning tries to pick it up on 3rd down. Makes the catch. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down. They've got it at the 40.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the 4th quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
And there's a coachable moment for that young man right there. It's a nice run. Your team's got the lead late, but because of that, you cannot go out of bounds before you get to 2 minutes. If you go out, the clock's going to stop, and that's a coachable moment, something he'll learn from moving forward.
Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And his throw is incomplete.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on. Calls it in, the first down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
You know, you always talk about risk-reward. Gambling and going for it with the lead on fourth down right there and getting it, the reward could be winning the game. That was an unbelievable play. And how about this coaching staff putting their faith in their players to come up with the execution and make it happen?
A little screen to the running back. Made a defender miss. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
They'll run it. It Smothers. And he's in. Touchdown, Longhorn. They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Coming out with it, it's Anderson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to pull it out late. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And everything's going to have to be downfield. That's a nice start to this drive, but they're going to need to score, get the ball back quickly, and score again.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
And if this offense wants to get back in this football game, I think they're going to see a lot of this. Defense playing a little bit more zone, conservative, great eyes on the quarterback, breaking on the football, batting the ball down. They're going to force you to throw the football down the field.
You know, on a third and short like that, you just have to have great chemistry between the quarterback and his receiver. They just couldn't get on the same page. Now it sets up fourth down.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Zips it out to his man. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
Nice job by the defense there. You talk about when you have your foot on the neck of your opponent, you just keep the pressure down, right? You don't take it off. And with that opportunity on fourth down in their opponent's territory, you get the stop. You now get an opportunity here in the second half to build on your 2-possession lead.
From the red zone, it's Smothers. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. There's a crease. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. So they'll use a timeout here. One more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. And the Longhorns light it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Throwing Manning. Got it set up on the outside. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
And I got to know on offense, right? When I get in this situation down near the goal line, I got to get physical, finish my run forward, not start dancing around, going all over the place and losing yards. That's just bad offense.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. And the rush will get to him at the 25. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Anderson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. UTSA taking over and the offense heads out to the field. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking for a man. It's McCown. Rushes on him. Slings it downfield. Snagged in the middle. It's Madison. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
Give all the credit to the offensive line right there. Defense was playing a big zone coverage, and it's going to take these receivers time to find the open spot in the middle of the field. So the offensive line, especially the tackles on the outside, really good job giving the quarterback a place to step up into, hold the ball, and then find his open receiver to get a big 1st down.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Punts it out of the air.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be thrown to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down. I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Bringing the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And what a great play right there by the pass rush, affecting the QB's rhythm, David. He didn't have a chance to throw that on time. They forced him to scramble. Everything broke down. He tried to go get it himself, but you saw the speed catch up to him, bring him to the ground, and the defense, they win it for their team.
Just great job taking away the initial read, right? Like he wanted to throw the football. Great initial coverage. Then it breaks down a little bit, and now you got to chase. You got to play that second play. They do it masterfully. In a big moment, man, they chase him down, they get to the QB, and they call game and walk out of here with the W.